Today we're rating AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards. Are these going to actually be sensical or be complete computer nonsense? We're going to start off with Festivus of Mistform. This is a 7-mana, 2/3 parody of Seinfeld. Okay, well, let's see. Festivus. There's like the feats of strength. There's a pole involved, as we can see over here. We got the pole. I don't know what they do around the pole. I don't know if they dance or they fight around it. That's all I remember of this made-up religion. Okay, we got the life link. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player controls more lands than you, you lose the game. They control more lands. Hold on, wait, I don't get it. Hold on. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player controls more lands than you, you lose the game. So you don't want to have less. You can't be falling behind the Festivus. I don't remember what the point of this thing was. Why is he crying? Maybe because he lost in the feats of strength. You can challenge your family. This is also, this is also the time of the season in Festivus where you can just lash out and basically take your anger out on everyone else in your family. I hear that happens outside of the... I hear that happens sometimes outside of Festivus for some people. Interesting. Donate target. You first ramp like crazy, then you donate it. But you can only give it to one person, right? Oh, wait, hold on. That's interesting. So what you can do... You can donate this thing perpetually, because at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if that player controls more lands, then you lose the game, which means you get the thing back after they die, which lets you donate it to another person. Actually will work out quite well. And the fact that it's 7 mana probably means you have more lands than someone else. Oh, the Beamtown Bullies type of card. Remember, you still need to have more lands. If you have less, well, then you might be in for a rough surprise. I like that it keeps checking to see if you lose. Do you lose right now? Hey, keeps checking every upkeep, just like you have to check every Festivus every single year. I love it. It's great. This is a great card. Fantastic. Was it Festivus for the rest of us? Is that how it goes? Oh, I guess these are all going to be Christmas or holiday season form themed. Okay, we got Santa. The Lord of Silver Quill. What is that? Orzhov, I think? Black 3 generic for a 5/4 human. It's got haste. I think you're right. Santa Claus, to make his way around the entire world, to every single household in one night, goes through so many G-forces. Basically, is Teferi. Has to stop time in order to make his way around the entire, 8 billion people. Does that account for any bingo space? I don't know. You tell me. Here's our bingo card. I think the card is cool, but I don't think it's anything unusual. Whenever Santa Claus attacks, you may pay 3 mana, and if you do, creatures you control get +X until end of turn. Where X is the number of lizards you control, that is highly unusual. Also, this doesn't... I don't think Silver Quill is Golgari. We've gone Golgari all of a sudden. His bag is full of lizards. Seems to be a hot commodity these days. Probably every kid in the world. What are they watching on cartoons these days? Mom, I want a lizard. I heard I can have it as a pet. Of course it's possible. Huge super chat from the Duck Fighter. Thank you so much for your super chat. Absolutely, we'll look at extra cards at the end. I believe, I can't remember what orange is. It's like $20 US, I think. Bingo, AI uses X properly. Did that actually happen? You better believe it actually happened. All right, we got AI uses the X properly, as opposed to complete nonsense, which it usually does. That's Witherbloom color. That's what it is. Yeah, Golgari is Witherbloom. Nicer name. Silver Quill, Witherbloom, love it. Golgari, no. 2 thumbs down. I don't like any of the OG names. None. Yeah, just absolutely none. I don't like Azorius or Izzet, Golgari, Bant, no. Teamer, no. None of it really sticks to me. But Prismari, Silver Quill, I can get behind that, all right? I can get behind that. Vote. And also, what was the Simic one? Something. It has an X in it or something. Okay, this card it's doable. That's all I'm gonna say. It's doable. Santa Claus, if you want to attack. Hey, if you're making a human lizards deck, you deserve the payoff. Frankly, I don't think it's worth it. Okay, we got Rudolph, the Ivory Giant. Apparently is a pirate. Pirate in picture, but apparently not in text. 3 mana for a 2/1 flying. Other pirates you control have haste. Goes straight in your pirate deck. Of course! Rudolph has always guided us. From seas to air. Take flight, mateys. Whenever Rudolph the Ivory Giant deals combat damage to a player, put X +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the number of cards in their hand -4. Number of cards in their hand -4. Okay, so they have to have a lot of cards in hand. They need to have like 7 cards in hand. -4 equals 3. But usually it's just gonna be like you're gonna have like 3 or 4 cards. You're gonna get nothing out of this card. You get squat. Put X +1. You're just basically, I guess you have to do it really early. It would work. Also does not have it's other pirates you control have haste. Rudolph also not a pirate, so it doesn't even need to mention that. I could just say all pirates you control have haste. Flavor Win, it's based on Ivory Tower. I'm not familiar with the Ivory Tower, to be honest. I don't know how it works in this game. Haste is in blue, otherwise it's fine. Oh, yeah, it's a color pie break. Do we have a color pie break here? AI, well, actually, yeah, that'd be a lame bingo square. The AI never follows the color pie. Combined with Howling Mind, it's possible. Is a negative amount of +1/+1 counters -1? It actually isn't. They made a rule. I don't know about counters, but I believe they've made a rule that if like numbers ever go negative, it's basically 0. I don't know if we take the absolute number, because I don't think if we go into the negatives, it's going to start to become positive. But I don't remember. I don't remember the rules. But I believe at negative, you get nothing. Our Ivory Tower is an artifact that gains life equal to X cards in hand -4. Oh, they just combine them both together. All right, Rudolph, the red-nosed pirates, the red-nosed scavenger, you pass. The Void Xenopus. We got Jim Carrey over here. Looking at the One Ring from Lord of the Rings. We have a 5 mana 5/5 legendary Snow Grinch. It's got trample. Only because it's apparently taken over an octopus. Whenever Void Xenopus becomes blocked, you may draw 2 cards. Whenever it becomes blocked. Okay, you as the controller, you're going to cash in. When Void Xenopus deals combat damage to a player, you may cloak the exiled card. That doesn't make sense. Oh, I like this. Nightmare Incarnate. The Red-Nosed Scallywag. Yeah, from the last card. Whenever another colorless creature enters the battlefield under your control, the ring tempts you. Oh! Does everyone remember what the ring does? I barely do. But unfortunately, it almost worked out. But this card, whenever Void Xenopus deals combat damage to a player, you may cloak the exiled card. Exiled what card? Be a little bit of a grammar problem around here. AI gave up halfway. Nah, AI had a slight stroke or something. But it wasn't that bad. It did make sense in the end. Bingo alert. Oh, creature type, the Grinch! The Grinch that stole the One Ring. Which means stole Christmas from Sauron. Where is it? Look at it. Return. Why creature type? Where's the new creature type? Still land. Return. Stating obvious. Cute art. New mechanic. Just in case. Danger. I can't find the new creature type. Reminder text discussing why creature type. We don't have one. No card or creature type. This is like I think this is like a custom card thing. We don't have it on today's card. I looked for it. I don't see it. Okay. Anyway, this card disqualified. Disqualified because third paragraph don't make no sense. No new creature type is in this bingo card. Oh, no new creature type? What? Okay, I'm just gonna move on. We got the Teacher's Ostenty. Ah, it is the classic The Nightmare Before Christmas, combining Halloween and Christmas together. The bats come out to play. Blue, 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 6 generic for a 12/12 vampire mirror. You may cast the teacher's Ostenty as though it had flash if it has the same name as any creature card in addition to paying its other costs. Then choose notes, 2 or first stricken. And that's the past tense of strike. Create a token that's a copy of a creature card exiled with this creature. It gains haste. Exile at the beginning of the next end step. Somehow I feel like this made sense, but at the same time did not make sense. You may cast as though it had flash. It has the same name as any creature card in addition to paying its other costs. It's like listening to somebody who's speaking English. Like, I hear the English, but I don't know what's going on. Chaos did ensue. Big time. We've hit the chaos ensue. Well, I guess it's close enough. Close enough to chaos ensues. It really ensues when, like, it doesn't even make any sense. It's just random English words. Yeah, it almost made sense. So close, yet so far. All right, next up, we got the Rooting Hobbit. What is with the Lord of the Rings stuff here? Is that like a Christmas thing? Well, we're on holiday break, so we can now watch Lord of the Rings, the entire series, extended director's cut edition. It's the holiday season. There's only one time of the year we have enough time to watch the whole thing, and it's going to be on Christmas. It's going to be competing with Squid Game, though. It's going to be competing with Squid Game. Now, this 7-mana 5/5 Grinch, it's also a Grinch. It's got Flying and Menace. I don't remember the Grinch flying. Does anybody? I honestly didn't see the movie, so I don't know if the Grinch ever flew. When Rooting Hobbit enters the battlefield, destroy target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls with power 5 or greater. You know, it's funny. Calling the Grinch a Hobbit, it makes a whole lot of sense. I think it should just be called whatever, halfling instead of a Grinch creature. Time to make a Grinch deck. Yup. Grinch. Gonna make Grinch. I don't know. Wait, there's gonna be a million different Grinches on the battlefield. Probably comes from some sort of, I don't know, some evolution of the hobbits of the halflings. Okay, old boy letting us know what the lore is. Apparently, Lord of the Rings has been broadcast during Christmas in Germany for decades. Never noticed. Well, I'm not from Germany, so I wouldn't know. Does this mean that Lord of the Rings and Dr. Seuss are the same universes? Always has been. After all, I mean, where do you think Santa Claus came from? Where do you think Santa Claus got his magic, all right? It came from Lord of the Rings. Probably has one of the rings if you take a really good close look at him. Unfortunately, most of the pictures have him with his, like, mittens on, so you can't see the rings of power that he has. Also explains how he can live for so long and not age any further than he already does. This is making a whole lot of sense. It's almost making too much sense, if you ask me. Someone's got to create a fan-made lore about how Santa Claus is actually from the dark ages of Middle Earth or something. It's still alive. Okay, anyway, Flying Menace. That's difficult, but it's 7 mana, right? Enter the battlefield, destroy target creature with you control and target creature an opponent controls is power 5 or greater. Destroy. We have to. So it will blow itself up if there's nothing else here. Right? Am I reading this? This is a 7 mana, very awkward 7 mana removal spell. You have to target a Platinum Empyrean. You got to target something with Indestructible. Keep the damn thing. I mean, it's a legal card, though. That's all we care about. It's legal. I think it's helping the opponent more than it's helping us, though. The uncard Clam I Am is very Dr. Seuss. It's, yeah, incredibly expensive removal. All right, let's move on. We got Santa, Scorching Valkyrie. This is a 4-mana 1/1 human. Flash, Death Touch. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, tap target creature that isn't of the game. Oh. They just have to throw that in at the end. And what's with the Pokeball? There's a Pokeball. There's a Pikachu. Oh, I didn't know we were living in the land of Pokemon. I guess you know where the Pokemon come from? Middle Earth. I feel like this is such a blend of Lord of the Rings and Middle Earth at the same time. I mean, for all I know, Santa Claus engineers the Pokemon anyway. That's where they come from. That's where all the games come from anyway. Pikachu, I choose you. Santa Claus, probably. Flying! Well, yeah, probably got Pidgeotto! Please use your flying attack. We have presents to deliver. Whenever a dragon you control attacks, tap target creature that isn't of the game. Oh, I get it. You tap dragons. Sorry, you tap creatures that are not magic cards. So you like tap down your Pikachu, tap down your One Piece card, tap down Kaiba. No, Kaiba is not a card. Tap down Blue Eyes White Dragon. Is Kaiba a card? Did they make like Yugi Grand Duelist a card? Yeah, that isn't of the game, so you have to reach to some other TCGs here. Santa has Death Touch, so those on the naughty list, beware. That's right. Don't peeve off Santa Claus. Honestly, Santa Claus is just not going to show up to your door on Christmas. That's all. They did make a Kaiba Man card. Says the person with the dragon in their avatar. I believe you. Kaiba Man is a real card. All right. It's good to know. Anyway, card doesn't make sense. No, we are not. Oh, I do know where it would make sense. I think Pleasant Kenobi's what's it called? Party box. Because I believe he throws in a bunch of non-Magic the Gathering cards in there. So that could be another card in the party box. Okay, maybe in some versions of Magic the Gathering, some formats, this actually is playable. Rudolph the Tutklios Behemoth. Well, Rudolph is not very big, though. 5 mana for a 4/4 elk, flying and lifelink, but has ninjutsu for 6 mana. When Rudolph enters the battlefield or attacks, create an 8/8 blue and red elemental creature token. Now, if an opponent would begin an extra turn, that player skips that turn instead. Ha! We finally have anti-extra turn tech right over there. Not even a reindeer. I think it's the what's it called? It's an elk. This is the closest they have in the game. We wanted like a separate creature type for reindeer. I think they used to have like a separate creature types for dog, and then they just converged them all into dog. I think they did the same thing with cats too. I think they used to have like lions and cheetahs, and now it's just all cat. You're all felines. Why does it have fingers? It's a cartoon, damn it. You ever seen a cartoon? Every random animal has fingers when they're standing on their hind legs. We need this to counter cards like Leapless Hour. Ship it! Alright, you got it. Is it, bro? It's weird. It's lifelink and flying in red. How often is that? I mean, okay, it's for a non-dragon. All right, the dragons, they have flying. Everyone knows dragons fly. How to train a dragon. How to train a dragon to do anything except flying. Would Rudolph be a caribou? There's caribou from Caribou Range. I don't know. I always thought reindeer are just reindeer. You know, I'm Canadian. I don't know the difference between a caribou, a deer, and a reindeer. I assume the reindeer just have different shapes of antlers. With a phoenix too, and a goblin thrown from a catapult. Yeah, that's basically all the red creatures that fly. 12 stats for 5 mana. Oh yeah, I forgot about the 8/8 creature. That hit danger. When it enters the battlefield, so it's a pretty good blink target in addition to it. Yeah, 5 mana. 5 mana for 12 power. Diversified onto 2 creatures. Maybe that's a little too much around here. Maybe that's a little too much. In the AI world, it's probably pretty fair. Outside of that, It's 6 mana. No, it's ninjutsu is 6 mana. It's 5 mana if you just want to cast it for full retail here. I don't even know. I guess the whole point of the ninjutsu is to cheat it in play. So you can attack with a creature, and you don't have to worry about counter magic because just one of your earlier creatures are going to the old switcheroo. The old switcheroo. 8/8 every turn. Well, I wouldn't count on Rudolph being alive after one turn. I wouldn't count on it. It's possible. I just wouldn't count on it. All right, it is a doable card, but this is not the most. Okay, we'll just give it a full pass. This is not the most broken card we've ever seen. You know, it's literally 5 mana. You get 2 bodies. You still have to play the game. Other cards are like spend turn 1, play land, win the game. That one is totally fine. Oh, Santa Claus, the Lonely Bear. I don't know why he's becoming a bear. It's a human, very lonely. Maybe something mourning somebody. Okay, we have 3 mana for a 6/6 human, vigilance, flying. As Santa the Lonely Bear enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Santa is one of them. When Santa enters the battlefield, create a number of tap 2/2 black Necron warrior creature tokens with trample to the chosen player. Santa has hexproof until end of turn. But it perpetually has hexproof until end of turn. It didn't say when enters the battlefield. It's like hexproof until. Oh, I guess maybe at end of turn there is this window where you can kill Santa, which is highly unusual, if you ask me. Do we have a bingo alerts? AI gave up halfway. Sure, we can. I'll accept that. Santa is one, whereas AI gave up halfway. A danger. AI gave up halfway. There we go. I think it's I think it's the idea is interesting where hexproof until end of turn. There is a moment in the cleanup step if you discard something like Emrakul, the Aeon's Torn, and then there's a trigger to shuffle it back into the deck. People get priority again to play spells and activated abilities, and it's in that moment that we can kill Santa. A very rare moment. Yeah, it's hexproof until end of turn, every turn. I love it. I think it's very interesting. I believe it's till the end of the end step, not the beginning of the end step. So that means you can kill Santa in the cleanup step. However unusual that is, it is possible. It says create a number, not how many, just a number of tokens. Oh, is that right? Create a number of tap 2/2 black Necron warrior creature tokens with trample to the chosen player. And it sounds like we are donating them. That's going to be a lot of tokens. Yeah, the between turn step. Discussing the rules on bingo. Oh, definitely we're discussing the rules on bingo. Where are we discussing the rules here? Discussing the rules. Know your cleanup steps, people. Uh-oh, where do I go? Okay, I'm lost, but now I'm found. All right, Santa. Keep staying lonely. Might be lonely up there in the North Pole. Maybe move to the South Pole. Okay, we have Fog Sake Voyager. This is a black 2/2 human advisor. Is this like the new Dark Confidant? Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, search your library for a demon creature card. Put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. So it's Battalion, right? Battalion is the attack with 3 creatures and you get some effects. Search your library for a demon creature card, and it's interesting. It would be the restriction probably is more. Do you know what? This card might be broken. I don't know if it's doable. It's doable in the sense that it's a legal card, but it's not doable. I think it's very dangerous because all you have to do is attack with 3 random creatures. I think it should have to say you have to whenever you attack with the Voyager and 2 other creatures, then you get the effect from this thing. Captain Rumia, thanks so much for your super chat. I see no humans, just 2 advisors. Human advisor. Looks like one lawyer and then the devil on their shoulder. That's what I see. We don't see the we don't see the angel on the other shoulder because probably they're gone. Probably they probably gave up. Yeah, I want turn 3 Grizzlebrand. So how does this work? Turn 1, play a creature. Turn 2, make like 2 more creatures. Turn 3, play your Voyager and then attack and put a demon on the battlefield. Nice and legal equals dual. Yeah. The standard for what is fair on the AI generated shows is really watered down. Black and white art, but then the set icon ruins it. Well, they're all question marks here. That's the AI generated question mark. Oh, you can get a turn 3 Morophon. That's right. For all the Morophon players, people who love their changelings. He is a lawyer. There is no shoulder angel. None whatsoever. All right. Doable. Very doable. Maybe slightly danger. Maybe slightly. Okay, next up we got the Brainstone Breaker. It's a 6-mana 4/4 vehicle. This is what Santa should drive around the whole world in. Crew 4, at the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter on Brainstone Breaker. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. This literally just looks like a... Oh no, it's on. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a +1/+1 counter. Then it deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. Does it count if it's not crewed? So if it's just like... If it's not crewed, if it's just sitting there... It's Double Rob. You're a little slow. Slow in the draw there. Yeah, it looks normal unless this is a 6-mana like shooting machine. Effective, like every single turn you can kill something, which in that case I think it's pretty broken. Must be crewed. Okay, if it needs to be crewed, a little bit of a different situation because then you need to at least have the creatures on the battlefield to get it activated. And on top of that, you will at least be tapping that creature down. If there are no creatures on the battlefield, then it will do, hopefully, nothing. So uncrewed vehicles still have power and toughness. Need a rules expert. Nope. My rules expert is you guys. Yeah, well, I trust you. In chat, I trust. Chat lethal is very useful here. Insoul it. Does it lose its abilities? I don't remember. Can't remember. Maybe it doesn't. Let's look it up. No, let's not. Let's just have fun assuming everyone is right. Anyway, very doable card. Okay, it is the Aether Steward. This is a 3-mana 1/1 Thrall Shaman, devoid. Aether Steward can't be half white bird creatures. Okay, so so it can't be a 1/2 white bird creatures. So don't blow it up and transform it into it. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to creatures you control, which includes the Aether Steward. Whenever this creature mutates, create a food token. Yeah, no birds. No, uncrewed vehicles have no power and toughness. Thanks so much for letting us know, David. We need the 10th person to confirm it. I don't know what to say about this card. I mean, it's devoid. It should be an Eldrazi. Is there a single non-Eldrazi devoid creature? You can't +0/+1 this? Oh yeah, that's right. Well, it can't be a white bird. It can't be a 1/2 white bird creatures. Look, no grammar at that point. Mutate is just stat changing. Well, yeah, it changes stats. Oh, I guess that's what it means. It can't become a white 2 bird apparently. So don't mutate it like that, and it can't be multiple creatures at the same time. If it said bluebird, it can't be a Stormcrow. That's true. Oh yeah, that's right. So it can be Stormcrow. In theory, it can be anything. Okay, doesn't quite meet the mark here. Doesn't quite meet the mark. It's a little too nonsensical in that way. All right, we're going to look at more sweet AI-generated Magic the Gathering cards, but we got to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com, my favorite place to buy my Magic the Gathering cards, accessories, and more. What is the deal? We got a weekly deal. You always got to check out Fusion Gaming Online for the weekly deals. And deal of the week this week, 15% off Secret Lair box sets. Savings displayed in cart. Get them while they're hot. And I'll tell you what, when you're getting those hot deals, don't forget to use coupon code Nikachu at checkout to get 5% off all your purchases, including all singles, in your checkout counter or whatever. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Ability to play any deck, any format you want on Magic Online, the digital platform. It's cheaper because you don't own the cards. You just borrow the cards. When you're done with them, send them back. Play another deck in another format. Play all the formats you want. You can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below or save 40% cash back. Get that 40% cash back on your third month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_4KA. All right, AI-generated Magic cards. We back. And we're better than ever. Oh, it's Jace's town. This is where Jace lives. Sweet. Okay, we have a land. Tap for a colorless. Pay 2. Jace's town becomes a 3/3 artifact creature until end of turn. And can't be blocked this turn. It can't be regenerated. It didn't say it's still a land. Of all the damn things. Of all the cards I've ever seen from the AI-generated world, it usually says that it's still a land here. It's still a land there. This is still a land. But it's not going to say Jace's town is still land. So it loses land status. Doesn't gain haste too. Oh, yeah. Well, I always thought that was weird that some lands granted haste. Yeah, no land anymore. Yeah, no town name. No town name, just Jace's town. It's not even a town name. I don't even know how you describe this. Jace's town becomes a 3/3. It's just a creature. No town, all creature. Jace's moving castle. I love it. Jace's moving town. It's been a while since we got a still land. The AI evolved. It evolved to the point where they didn't even want it anymore. It can be regenerated, doesn't do anything, does it? Okay, no, I think as a static ability, it just means it can't be regenerated. So if you were to destroy it and try to regenerate it, it just won't. If I understand the card correctly. Alexander is like, I have no idea what to name a town. So, well, you just say it's Jace's town. It might be a nickname. You know, maybe there's a real name. Maybe it has an actual name, you know what I mean? Has Jace built a statue of himself in his town that's very Jace? I can't tell. You think that really looks like him? It looks I don't know what to say how it looks, but I don't remember Jace ever holding some sort of scepter. I can't tell if this is a scepter or a sword. Sword being held upside down. Jaceville. Everyone has to dress like Jace too. Oh, everyone is actually, which is not that bad. You know, I have nothing against how Jace dresses. Not a fan of his tattoos though. Not a big fan. Frankly, I find them pretty tacky. I mean, it's wearing the same Jace pajamas. Jace can make a lot of money. Buy my merch. Jace has a lot of merch. Buy my merch. Buy my Jace. Buy my Jace gloves. Buy my Jace cloak. Buy my Jace brain freeze. He would make a town, then make himself forget that it even existed. Well, that's the greatest thing about Jace. If he's too embarrassed about his own town, you can just wipe his memory that he even made it in the first place. People refer to each other as their Jace number. Maybe, or they're just Jace this. Jace the ironsmith. Jace the shopkeeper. Jace the shoemaker. Jace the great shoemaker. You know, there's many different variations of Jace. The best thing about Jace is there's so many Jaces. Jacenyland. Sort of take on Disneyland. Like the Smurfs. Yeah, I don't know that much about the Smurfs, you know? I was a bit too young to understand what the Smurfs were all about. Okay, card. I love it! I love this card. I also like that you can permanently become a creature. 3/3 until... Oh, no, but it's only until end of turn. That sucks. And can't be blocked this turn. That's good! I think the card's pretty strong. Would see tournament play. I would play this card. I think the card is very, very strong. Glade Yammer, Paco Timebreaker. This is a 7-mana 9/8 frog Time Blorn. Red X Monstrosity 3. So it's just a red for Monstrosity 3. You can give it +1, +3/+3. When Glade Yammer, Paco Timebreaker becomes monstrous, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Okay, which is fair. This is a green card. Green destroys enchantments. Red destroys artifacts. So you get that going. So for effectively 8 mana, you get a somewhat vanilla creature. You have like a very, very big, expensive Reclamation Sage, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, YX! You got that right. The big why do we have X? Why is X here? It is completely unnecessary. There is no point to this card. It should be for each X you paid. That's not bad, yeah. It's probably a good idea. This is such a commander precon card. Ultra specific niche, probably. Pass. The Time-Blorn Frog. Well, isn't it the consequences of my own decisions? It's a 0-mana artifact. Well enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it for a colorless. This card is insane, actually. Pay 1, tap. Well deals 1 damage to any target. It's literally artifact. It's basically a Mox. Okay, it's like... It's 0-mana Birds of Paradise. That's what it is. It's 0-mana Birds of Paradise. So turn 1, you don't have access to the mana, but turn 2, you have access to an extra mana that you really shouldn't have had in the first place. And also, you can snipe... The icing on the cake is you can, like, snipe down creatures and you can deal damage to your opponent. Print it just so I can say, well, actually is absolutely busted.
No, God, please, no!
Yeah, Mox well. It was well moxed it up. It is not well, I mean, it's doable in the sense that it's a legal magic card. Are you well? No, you are not well. You are a person. It enters tap, so it must be fair. The AI probably. That's what R&D would say. You need to copy it twice so you can go, well, yeah, well. What is going on over here? I mean, Mana Crypt exists. I'll have you know that Mana Crypt is banned. Yes, Mana Crypt exists. It is wiped off the face of the earth. I think this is better than... I can't say it's better than Chromox, but it's a very, very strong card. J-Hogue says, I often wondered if a colorless mix that came in tap would be fine. No. In Commander, probably. In Legacy, no. Absolutely not. Is Sol Ring better? Yes. Probably. I'm going to take a good guess that Sol Ring is better, just because you can use the mana immediately. And you net mana on turn 1. So you net mana with this card, but you don't get it immediately. Gonna have to bust out that Amulet of Vigor, which lets you untap your permanents that come into play tapped. Well, this is an old school AI card from early on in the series. Is it? No, not this one. Is this recurgitated? I don't think so. I've never seen this card before. Okay, we'll say it passes. I think it's broken, though. I think it's broken. Well, this is a highly unusual looking person working overtime. We got Fu Tatkor, the red instant. As an additional cost to cast this spell, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Draw 2 cards. Cast this spell, return a land you control to its owner's hand. Not bad! Not bad at all. And it's 2 random cards. You have to tempo yourself out. Oh, but you can do this at instant speed. This is very strong. So if your opponent does nothing, you can just play this end of turn, draw 2 cards. And put a land back in hand. Just in case you have to discard them for one reason. We got Blast Off. Love this. Huge. Fallen in Love. Put a ring on it. Print it. A weird take on Threatening Roar. It's not familiar with Threatening Roar. Just return the land you tapped. Yeah, well, yeah, of course. You're going to tap two lands just to get this thing out. Oh, everyone says it's Zybers. Do we have a Zyber card? Is there this is awesome. This is unanimous. With Azusa, it's really strong. Oh, absolutely. Anything with Azusa is strong. Do we have a Zyber card? We don't. It's okay. That'd be too common anyway. All right, it's Zybers. What is even going on here? So we're sacrificing our brain, or at least the scalp. My brain needs some air. I can feel like my brain is a little too hot. Let's take my skull off. It turns where you don't have a land to play. It's really good. Yeah, we're working super overtime. This person's this brain is deep fried. All right, moving on. We got the root Pyromancer. 7 mana for an 8/8 elemental spirit. It's got flying and death touch. When Root Pyromancer attacks, you may return a land you control to its owner's hand. If you do, discard a card. If it's a creature card, destroy Root Pyromancer. Then I'm not gonna return. Well, you may. Okay, I may return a land. Oh, I don't have to, but I may. And then if I return a land, I have to discard a card. If it's a creature card, destroy Root Pyromancer. This is just trying to destroy itself. Yeah, exactly. But why? The AI didn't give up half. We already did that bingo square. Also, the AI didn't give up halfway. It actually went the whole way. Yeah, what's with this new mechanic with returning lands to hand? This is was it a Moloku mechanic or Oboro mechanic? Legal but bad. All legal plays. Yeah, so super pricey bounce. You do have you do have to discard a card. The funny thing is you return a land back to your hand. Now at that point, you have a decision, my coffee crew. You have a decision. Do I discard this land I just put back into my hand? Or do I discard a creature card? Land will leave the board completely unaffected. But a creature card will do something. It will destroy a creature. But the problem is that's my creature. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? No, it'll never be worth it. Yeah, it says you may bounce the land. And only under that condition that if we bounce the land, we have to discard a card. Yeah, very, very... Where was this very odd way to trigger madness? Oh, yeah, I guess that would be the only condition where you could discard the card. It works in a mirror match. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we're in the Root Pyromancer mirror, and then all of a sudden, I choose to discard a creature card, and my opponent is like, all right, your Pyromancer dies. Or does it? Perhaps you might want to read the card a little closer. When I do, I destroy a Root Pyromancer, which can be yours! And then all of a sudden, it's dead. No, because when called by name, it means that very card, not any card with the same name. Oh, come on. Why are you a party pooper here, Pedgeman? Why are you a party pooper? I like that interaction. That sounds great. Kano says, it death touched itself. Yeah, it's King Midas, except when you touch yourself, you die. By accident. You can't destroy enemies' Pyromancers. It doesn't say a Pyromancer. It says Pyromancer, so it's this card. Ah, damn it. All right, doable. Stupid. Stupid card, but doable. Vengeful Mechanic. 4 mana for 5 loyalty. The legendary Planeswalker Retracting Venator Warlock. +1 until your next turn. Double the top card of your library. How? -1. Target player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That actually makes some sense. -8. Destroy all non-mountain alikes. Damn. This is just a miss everywhere. I believe that, but we do have a bingo, I believe. 5 card types? Is that a thing still? Or maybe not. Maybe that's a custom card thing. Yeah, double my divining top, please. Please. New mechanic, alchemy. Very, very alchemy-like. Very arena. Damn, is the AI learning from the models of Arena? I agree, Pedgeman. To the rank with this card. Which means we do have a bingo slot. Where is it? To the rank. What is even going on here? It's like a Jack in the Box. It looks like some sort of creature from The Legend of Zelda. Either Ocarina of Time or that Moon version, the sequel to that. New mechanic? There's no mechanic here, actually. Cute card? No, that's not cute enough. Come on. Just because it's like in cartoon form does not mean that it's cute. All right, it's got to be more. It's got to be more adorable than this. This has got like Five Nights at Freddy's Springtrap vibes. In some sense. Well, it's not a Minotaur, but a Venusaur. It's correct. Y creature type? Is that what it's for? Y creature type. There is a Y creature type. Oh, no. I think the Y creature type is for... Oh, this is a creature type. You're right. Why is there a creature on a planeswalker? Okay, cool. Moving on to the rank with this card. Oh, it's Festivus Hycrope. 2 mana. God or food? What a decision. It's a 2/3 elf, warrior, werewolf. I don't get it. Okay, we need to learn a little bit about Festivus. What is Festivus? Festivus is a secular holiday celebrated on December 23rd. Is it the 23rd? It's the 23rd! Merry Festivus Day to everybody. As an alternative to the perceived pressures and commercialism of the Christmas season. Originally created by author Daniel O'Keefe, Festivus entered popular culture after it was made the focus of the 1997 Seinfeld episode The Strike, which O'Keefe's son, Dan O'Keefe, co-wrote. The non-commercial holiday celebration, as depicted on Seinfeld, occurs on December 23rd and includes a Festivus dinner, an unadorned aluminum Festivus pole, practices such as the airing of grievances. Ah, yes, the airing, and the feats of strength. I remember the feats of strength. And the labeling of easily explainable events as Festivus miracles. It's a Festivus miracle that everyone showed up today. The episode refers to it as a Festivus for the rest of us. That doesn't really explain God or food, though. This is the original sin problem. They chose apples, food over God. We got Captain Rumia. Vote now. Yeah, God or food. Thanks so much for the super chat, Captain Rumia. You can live without God, but you die without food. Says Pedgeman. The cheese stands alone is God, apparently. I vote for Sprout. We have the people are voting. Some people are voting food. Some people are voting for God. Does this count for the cute art? Can't we have something like blatantly cute? Like a squid that with like big puffy eyes or something like that? This doesn't work on here. Okay. It technically does nothing. I mean, unless you want to count it as a 2-mana 2/3 creature, which I don't. God or food is not really a mechanic. Force of the Night Eater. This is a 4-mana 3/3 human warrior. Sacrifice Force of the Night Eater to add double green mana. Okay, and then we have pay a red, Force of the Night Eater gets +1/-1 until end of turn. Activate only once each turn. So, like, once each turn, it can be a 4/2, and then you can sack it to ramp it. So, it's literally a card. They could print this today. I don't think there would be anything that would break this card. I mean, there might be a world where you can break this card if there's something. There is a card out there. There's an angel that brings back all humans, I think, from the graveyard. Maybe there is a combo here where you angel of, I don't remember what it was, angel of something. But the angel comes into play, brings all humans from the graveyard back to play. You can sacrifice these humans to get mana and maybe to blink your angel. Activate the availability of some other human to blink the angel, bring the humans back, and get some sort of infinite combo. Yeah, it's sort of it's got Tinderwall vibes, you know. A bit weak in my opinion. Oh, man. Card like this on AI day, they all look weak. Night Eater was my nickname in high school. That doesn't make any sense. You eat the night. Mid, but I'm pretty sure someone can find a niche. Absolutely. This is incredibly abusable. So many ways to break it, especially copying. Doable. That combo would be jank, and people love their jank, of course. All right, this gives a pass. Oh, we voting around here. Turns out Rudolph is also going for president. Rudolph, the elections. What? Rudolph is the election. 3 mana for a 4/4 elk. When Rudolph enters the battlefield, target opponent discards 2 cards. Sounds like Rudolph is rigging this election. Tap Rudolph, deals 1 damage to target creature that player controls. Just 1 damage. Of course, it's stating the obvious here. Deals 1 damage to target creature that like we don't need. This is completely redundant at the end. That player controls. Vote deeply. I think this is for. I think if I were to take a random guess, Rudolph is from the same political party as Sprout. Okay, well, this is cute enough. I'll give it to you. This is cute enough. This problem is this art. Where's the cute art? Cute art. There we go. So subjective. Only opponent that discards? Probably. Enters the battlefield, target opponent discards 2 cards. Yeah, only 1 opponent. You could say it glows. Do you know what'd be interesting? Pinocchio, the elections. Because, like, if Pinocchio lies, the nose gets longer. Eh? Who's with me here? Stating the obvious, bingo. Oh, is that on here? Stating the obvious, absolutely. Of course, when we deal 1 damage to a creature, it's going to be that player controls. 100%. So, Armando says, discard 2 versus opponent with white ETB flicker options. Is that too strong for a commander? Absolutely not. I always found that discarding cards is like the weakest of all abilities. Let's be serious. The cards can come back from the graveyard. They might benefit you with Threshold or Delirium. They can't discard what you draw off the top of your deck. Well, I guess if you can blink it at instant speed, that might be a problem. Blast offer is like, what? Wait, what's obvious? It's stating the OG's target creature. Yeah, but that player controls. That is obvious. If Pinocchio wins, it would literally be a puppet state. Ah, we got more jokes around here. The puppet. This plus Astral Stride in a cycling deck is stupid. I hate playing without a hand. That's why I hate mulliganing to 0 too, Shoegazer. That's why I hate mulliganing to 0. Okay. I love it. I'm going to give it a pass. I don't think it didn't say anything too illegal there. Glimpse Terrain. What is going on in this image? 6 mana for a 5/5 human rogue. It's got Cascade. Creatures you control can't be blocked by enchanted creatures. Okay. Not that that is particularly useful, but you know what? If you have a life linker enchanted on blocking duty, that's totally fine. No, you can only target a card that the discarding player controls, not any player. Oh! Here's about target opponent discards 2 cards. Tap, Rudolph deals 1 damage to target creature that player controls. Is that how it's supposed to be worded? The ability sucks now. Okay, you know what? I'm going to take it back from the bingo card. Did not state the obvious. Although I have to say, it did not make it obvious that that's how that card worked. Merry Xmas, Jerry the Jaded. F Aura decks. Those auras. The weakest card in the game. We're going to make it even worse. You can't even block my crap when you have an aura. Okay, I love it. It's several creatures. It's not just this creature. It's all creatures can't be blocked. I think this is very flavorful. We got green for Cascade. We got the blue for unblockable creatures. I like it a lot. Worded poorly, but I agree that that's the most reasonable interpretation. Thanks so much, Giga. We needed that second opinion. Can we get a third opinion? Can't believe Rudolph didn't vote for flying. You're right, actually. Maybe he does vote for flying. I don't know. It's possible. AI are making these? Yes! The AI. The genius. Don't worry. The AI is probably not completely taking away Wizards' jobs just yet. Eventually, though. Eventually. You can run your own auras to make opponent creatures unable to block. Ah. That's weird, yeah. They're not like equipment. All right, put an aura on here. Now my creature's unblockable. But you'd have to fill your deck with a bunch of guard. That's weird. Like, everything turns into a pacifism. Yeah, you could just play pacifism. It danger? I don't think it's not that bad. Oh, roll enchantment tokens can work. Yeah, that could work. Okay, cool. A lot of nice, interesting discussion around this card. Cool stuff. Temple of the Fountain. This is 7 mana for an artifact. As Temple of the Fountain enters the battlefield, pay any amount of mana for each basic land type among lands you control. Exile the Temple of the Fountain. What does this card even do? It just literally does nothing. Enters the battlefield, pay any amount of mana for each basic land type among lands. So what does it say? I can pay an additional 5 mana, and then it just exiles Temple of the Fountain. It was born to die, basically. Yeah, goodbye 7. No, goodbye 12 mana. Yeah, it's a mana. It's a mana sink for the sake of being a mana sink. Yeah, to flex, I guess. Look at all this mana I have. Ooh, big mana. You get an ETB effect. You also get an exile effect. It does what all the fountains do. Takes your money and does nothing. Well, some people they take the money from the fountain. I'm not one of those people. It's a scam card. Would you like to be my Temple of Fountain? Do we have something like destroys you? States that choose still land. Last ability breaks the card, no name, reminder text wrong, you win the game. New mechanic, players a card. Play to lose! Yeah, it is a mechanic. This is a play to lose card. Could have swore we had one of those. We call this the Mana Flex. I'll take all your mana and do nothing with it. We have the Pixel Asylum. Thanks so much for your super chat, Pixel Asylum. We'll keep up Nikachu until the real Christmas. Yeah. The non-Festivus Christmas. Return of old mechanic bad. Wait, you're talking about like all the mechanics back in the day that just basically did nothing? Pay any amount of mana for each mana type. I choose 0 for each, so I only I only wasted 7 mana instead of 12. But then someone upstages you 7 mana. That's nothing. Look, Temple of Fountain, pay 9 mana, and the next person's like, just stop, babe. I've got this. Temple of Fountain, 12 mana. You can pay any number of mana for each basic land type. Does wastes count? I don't think so. Jeremy is spitting out facts. This temple sucks. It just sucks. Okay, cool. It is doable, but it's worthless. This is a worthless sort of doable. to the rank with it. It is not legit. Not legit at all. Kemba's right. Isn't Kemba cat? It's a blue 0/5 elk, legendary snow creature. When Kemba's right enters the battlefield, starting with you, each player votes for Redhorn or Planeswalker. Now put that card onto the battlefield under your control. Then you sacrifice that creature. Okay, hold on. This is not Kemba at all. This is Kemba's right, and apparently the right is an elk. Vote for Redhorn. So each player votes for Redhorn Plane. Oh no! It's for Redhorn. So everyone has to vote for Redhorn Planeswalker. It's not Redhorn or Planeswalker. It's just Redhorn Plane. Yeah, the voting is rigged. The voting is rigged. Can't tell me who to vote for. But I guess that's what they're doing. You will vote for Redhorn Planeswalker, and you're gonna like it. Can we get your support? It's probably just one of those people that come up to your door. Hello, do you have a few seconds? I'd like to see if you would be interested in supporting Redhorn Planeswalker. Can we put one of these signs in your front yard? Luma says, why would you vote for anyone but Redhorn? I don't know. Maybe I want to vote for flying. I love Redhorn flag in the image. What, this thing? They've got good marketing. Marketing is very important when it comes to elections. The original deeply flying cards rig voting too. Fun fact. Oh yeah, absolutely. Maybe there are several Redhorns and you choose which one to put it. Yeah, it's a family of Redhorn Planeswalkers. This is the mayor from PPG shouting, vote for mayor while completely unopposed. This is not Illuminati, that old game in the 90s. I don't know. Okay, this is a nonsensical nonsense card. To the Urank. To the Urank. I wanted to vote for flying, but Redhorn Planeswalker is the only choice on the ballot. The ballot is rigged. Okay, we got magnifying trains. Oh, by the way, this is the this is brought to us by the Duck Fighting. Sorry, the Duck Fighter. So we'll look at 5 cards thanks to the super generous, huge super chat. Thanks so much, the Duck Fighter. Okay, first one, magnifying trains for 4 mana, a 4/3 Phyrexian elf. Magnifying trains can't be blocked, and when magnifying trains enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white bird creature token. Literally fair. Can't be blocked is pretty serious stuff, though. What is the rank? Basically the graveyard. To a junkyard. If you saw your rank, you would know. I swear, Pixel Asylum, you're old enough to know what the rank is. I mean, it's pretty hard to block a train. You know what? That's true. I didn't even think about that. The flavor, because the creature is Phyrexian elf, but the image is a train, and it is a train. I just saw a video today where someone took like some coins and flattened them with a train. Train undefeated versus all the coinage in every single country in the world. Completely undefeated. You ever see those Mr. Beast videos where it's train versus anything? Train wins! Always. The train is undefeated, basically. I can't wait until someone suplexes this train. It's not just a train, it's a magnified train. Okay, cool. It's a real card. Okay, okay, next. We're going to take a look. This is our second card of the Super Chat. Council of the Great Avenrellas. This is a 3-mana, 3/2 human cleric. Cycling and 4 mana. When you cycle Council of the Great Avenrellas, proliferate. When you cycle it. Oh, is this useful for cycling decks? I would have no idea. So you do cash in for 2 mana, proliferate. I have no idea how good or bad it is. So we got Dennis says it's Zybers. Blacklands is like, it's fair. Last offer, this says it's lovely. Zybers with me. Print it, says Steve Cooper. What the F? It is like a real card. You know what? It's sort of like The AI is like a million monkeys writing on a million typewriters. At some point, it's going to write Shakespeare. It's inevitable. Does not. It literally does something. Not an empty board. It does something, but eventually it'll do something. That's neat. Very doable. All right. It's a good card. Probably quite playable. Seems cool in a set with poison. Oh, no. Don't give ideas here, Will of Darkness. Don't give naughty ideas. Chicken Nugget says, it's kind of mid because it doesn't do anything if you play it outright. Well, that's not the idea is like if you don't got any good proliferate targets right now, you just play it out as a 3/2 creature. I think the value, though, is you're going to instant speed proliferate. Cool. The Ivory Squire. See, this is like sort of a cutie card. Okay, this is a 4-mana 2/2 Elf Druid. When it enters the battlefield, target opponent discards a card, and you draw a card. Discard and draw at the same time. I don't even know. Honestly, I think the card's bad. I don't think I would even play this card. Like, maybe green decks would like it. You get to blink this card. So you're perpetually making people discard cards. Explanation text is weird. More than for each kiss you control and another player who didn't cast it for its foretell cost. Okay, that reminder text is very bizarre. Well, you know what? Normally we shouldn't judge it. Return. Oh, where is it? Reminder text. Reminder text is wrong, which means we get a bingo. We've got ourselves a bingo. Right down the piper. Cool. Honestly, this is like a new mechanic. How are we supposed to judge this thing? Michael's like, she looks young, but she's an elf, so it's hard to know her age by eyeballing. Gonna have to ask for her ID. It's a common. It's fine for Pauper. Oh god, this feels very Pauper power level. They could play it in the elf decks. Card draw, discard. They gotta do something with their infinite mana, and they do. They could use cards. This is like souped up. This is like Elvish Visionary ×2, right? So it's ×2. You get double the power, double the toughness, double the casting cost. But one side draws a card, one side discards a card. Ship it. Great card. Okay, we got the giant one. This is a 4-mana 2/2 Spirit. When the giant one becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. This feels very illusion-like. Yeah, one. Oh, it's literally a giant one. You know, for some reason I saw like some image bending over. No, it's literally the giant one. Okay, bingo. In case I lose that redundant creature type. Oh, yeah, okay. Where do we have here? In case I lose that. New mechanic. Just in case I lose that. Just in case you lose one spirit. You got a second spirit on the way. Didn't we have a 3 card in the past? It's going to be a series, you know? You got to collect them all. 1, 2, 3, 4. One day they're going to print 5. 6 is going to be mythic for sure. 7, that is going to be a promo. It's probably a really rare. Everyone loves 7. It's a lucky number. I like this. Sheev Lord, Homeland's power level. The 4-mana 2/2. When it gets targeted at all, poof, it's gone. Gone from this game. It's terrible card. Terrible card. Even if it's doable, I don't care. Awful. Sarah Heiter. Sarah Heiter is a 3-mana 2/2 human wizard. When Sarah Heiter enters the battlefield, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all Hambless counters on Sarah Heiter. All the Harris counters. After I revealed the top 4 cards of my library. I don't know where these counters come from. Did they come from my deck? What's with all the pigs around here? Yeah, all of them. Not 1 mana and not a 1/1. Flavor fail? What's that supposed to mean? Ham bless. Put all ham. Oh, the blessing her. She's been blessed with ham. Bacon! Thank God for bacon. You will never be ham again with all these hambless counters. I love how hambless counters immediately calls for Titanic flute. Yes. Well, that's just so damn weird. Silent night, ham blessed night. I feel like asking those AI tools, make me a version of Silent Night, but with that involves ham. Everything has to do with ham. That's what it could do, and it's got ham being blessed at the same time. Bingo alert! Look at it, but don't do anything with it. All right, you got it, Toilet Duck. It's a look at it card. All right, that's it. All right, next up, Captain Rumia. Let's take a look at a card. Thanks for your donation. Crushing Steel. Usually steel will crush you, generally speaking. 5 mana enchantment. At the beginning of each upkeep, each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. What is going on here? Wow. That's white card draw. That is monkey paw white card draw right there. It's like the white play the players playing white, they want card draw. So they're like, Wizards is like, your wish is our command. Everyone has card draw though. It's not discarding. It's not Wheel of Fortune. It's hyper cycling. Hyper. Peter's like, I don't care. I want it. Bingo alert. A danger. Wow, this is like the first a danger. A danger that actually a danger. We don't have an it danger. It's like it danger is not enough. It's not that bad. Like, it's not winning the game on the spot, and it actually gives the ability to everybody. 4 goes around the table, and you've... Oh, is it at the beginning of each upkeep? You're right. At the beginning of each upkeep, each player discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. So it's... But no, not... It would take quite a few rotations, right? Or how many turns did you say? 4 goes? Oh, yeah, okay. 4 turns around the table. Yeah, that would work. Hull Breacher loves this. Hull Breacher might save the opponents. So you'll draw 1,000,000 cards, but you better, like, win. Howling Mine on steroids. Childred loves this card. Oh, my goodness. You're right. I was about to say it's a white color Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, every single turn. In enchantment form. That's what we need. We need white Wheel of Fortune on an enchantment every single turn. You can't even grind to the cards that you want because you can't even keep the cards in your hand. A danger, but just enough. Oh, definitely a danger. Is this a danger enough? No, it's not. I don't think it's not. You know what it reminds me of? It's very similar to that blue enchantment where whenever you play a spell, you draw 7 cards. It's got the same vibes. In my opinion, it's very, very same vibes. Okay, cool. Well, probably should disqualify it. It's a bit nonsensical. Another super chat from Captain Rumia. So we'll take a look at Axel Han of the Wackening. This is the Wackening. What are you whacking, Axel Han? 6 mana for it's a 6. I'm just going to assume that's the toughness. Otherwise, it doesn't get to exist. A legendary enchantment creature goblin. Flying in vigilance. When Axelhan of the Wackening attacks, return target creature to its owner's hand. Whenever a +1/+1 counter is produced for each red mana symbol in the mana cost of the hordes this turn, that player loses the game. The number 6. 6 it up. Combos with Smothering Tithe. Combos with something that's gonna change its power and toughness. The Jaded gives us some context. Wacken is a metal fest in Germany. Interesting. Can't damage an opponent if it's the only creature on board. Probably. Turns out the six card wasn't mythic. Oh yeah, you're talking about the 6. Well, I don't know if it's. I don't think it's supposed to be called 6, but somehow the thing is 6. Combos with losing. All right, next card from the Pixel Asylum. We'll keep it up, Nikachu, until the real Christmas. Thanks so much. And with that super chat, we're gonna look at the monstrous catapus. Oh, did we see? I think we saw this from the curated side. So we'll move on. The Phyrexian Whispers. This is a 3-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, Phyrexian Whispers deals 25 life. I don't get it. How does that work? Okay, hold on. It deals, so you don't gain. Is it the opposite? Oh, we did this too? Was I as confused as last time? Is this life gain? Sort of. What did we come to a conclusion to? Everyone loses. I mean, Whispers deals 25 life. Well, not immediately. Deals 25 to what? Well, you choose. Choose a target, any target. Because if you gain 20 life, that means your life total goes up. But if you deal 20 life, maybe it goes down. Okay, I don't remember if we did this one or not. I'm pretty sure we did that one as well. Okay, I don't remember this one. It becomes night. Maybe we did this one as well. Well, this show is going to be short. Problem is the show is going on for too long. Okay, we got to go to the uncurated section. This is the dark, very, very random cards. The super most unhinged cards of the AI-generated world. Grinch's Will, an 8-mana 5/5 squirrel. Flying and double strike. That is a flying squirrel. Now it can't be countered. And for 2 mana, Grinch's Will get +1/+0 until end of turn. So you can pump that squirrel up. Pump up that squirrel till it's flying. There were more cards in the Robo Rosewater Masters past those. Well, there's tons of cards. There's an infinite number of cards. But I think we're getting to the point where we're repeating cards. Squirrel with fire breathing? Yeah, I guess, perhaps. It's not pure. This is like slow breathing, right? Because you have to spend more mana on this one. The fire-breathing squirrel. We can see it already. It's cosplaying as a dragon. Finally, fire-breathing. Where's Toads? Toads love squirrels. Put that into your squirrel deck. Okay, very doable. It's doable because this is totally fine because it's 8 mana for this thing. I mean, you spend 8 mana, you want to spend like an additional who knows how much mana to pump it up, that's fine. Especially since it does have double strike. So, I mean, you can hit your opponent like pretty hard. The biplane in the background. Oh yeah, that thing. Some people like those cards, those vehicles. Steve Cooper, 4 more cards, sir. You got it. 4 more it is. The first one being the Tangle Savant. Tangle Savant, another. How many of these Christmas cards were there? 4 mana for a 4/4 Time Lord Grinch. I knew it! Santa Claus manipulates time. So can the Grinch. It's got horsemanship. The actual flavor win. When Tangle Savant or another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. What spirit? Is that the spirit of Christmas past? Why so many Grinches? I don't know if you know this for Ginka, but like Christmas is around the corner here. This is the holiday season. And where there's a holiday season, there's the Grinch. I'm assuming there is a 99.99% certainty that the Grinch is on Netflix right now. It's a horsemanship and a flying card. Is it? Oh, well, yeah, it makes a 1/1 flying spirit, but the Grinch does not itself fly. The Grinch uses the TARDIS? That's OP! I don't know enough about the TARDIS to know what's broken around here. Go in. Oh, does it go infinite? So whenever Tangle Savant or another permanent enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1. Ah, it actually does go infinite. No, so it actually unfortunately locks the game. You have to create it. Are tokens considered a permanent? Yep, they are, Mo. It's a permanent. Oh yeah, it goes infinite for a draw. So basically, like, you don't win, but you don't lose either. It would get banned instantly. The Grinch's Excellent Adventure. All right, we solved the card. The card, it don't work, unfortunately. It's needs to go back to the design table. Okay, Ooze Mind Break. This is a 5-mana equipment. Equipped for 2 mana. When Ooze Mind Break enters the battlefield, create 2 3/3 green insect creature tokens. Equipped creature gets +9/+0. You know, this just dawned on me. Are there any equipment that are like 2 colors in that, like, you pay one color on you pay its casting cost on one color, but you pay the equip cost for another one? Like, this can only go in an Is It deck, right? Only Is It. Bingo, old mechanic. Ooh, the horsemanship. Thanks so much, Ave. The old return of the old mechanic, return of the horsemanship. This is the last of the uncurated cards, but there's still 6 new cards on the main account after Hexia. Okay, I'll take a look. Captain Rumia, you know everything about the AI cards. There's a Boros equipment. Okay. ETB on equipment adds some value instantly too. Not an awful concept. What does this do? ETB, get 2 3/3 green insect creature tokens for 5 mana. It's really weird, but sure. Equipped creature gets +9/+0. +9. That's really hefty. But at the same time, it's a lot of mana. It's also very easy to interact with. The moment you equip, just shoot that. You're just going to shoot that thing down. Kill at all costs. Enemy spotted. Can we count the... No! It's not even close. Even for the last card. It's not that it danger. It just didn't do anything. Yeah, this thing costs 5 to cast. They should have continued making horsemanship. Not gonna lie, there's plenty of cards that could have had it. You know what? Horsemanship is just not evergreen anymore. They hate making those cards. Like, I don't think anything like Shadow is ever gonna come back unless it's like for a Modern Horizons set. I totally agree with you, Christian. 5 mana for 2 3/3s. It's like a super Call to Herd, frankly. Almost a power creep Call to Herd. Okay, we did Festivus, Micrope, Force of Night Eater. Wow, the prophecy was known. Okay, how many new cards are there? Okay, here's a new card. I guess we're just gonna do as many cards as we can get. We have 2 more super chats, 2 more cards from Steve Cooper. Hopefully this will work out. Okay, get up! Stop the devil! 3 mana for a 3/2. Great people. Great people. There's like no creature type here. Isn't there something for no creature type? No card name. Player is a card. New mechanic. You win the game, still land. No card or creature type involved in the making of this card. No big deal. Every time you make a new medicine, shoot the target and find your place. Sing a nice song with 2 mana, and he will give you a prize, a raffle card. Also has life partner. That actually sounds sweet. You can have 2 owners if they are both life partners. What is that called? There's some word to describe this. You can have 2 owners. That sounds wrong, too. Is that like a sort of a slave dynamic in terms, like, is that some sort of kink? I want someone to own me. Is that Max from Stranger Things? I don't know. This is the true dark side of the AI. Married? This sounds like a lost on translation card. Oh yeah, that could be a possibility. I must find my owner. Maybe this is not a child at all. This is some sort of dog. Life Partners is the sequel to Soulbound. Aw, that's right. Well, the Grinch counts as a last ability breaks the card. Oh, Black Lance Geo, I think you're like an hour off. Yeah, this is a this is a Google Translate one. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, Elmar Ulvenwald Informant as Max the Daredevil. What are we doing with the Google translated cards over here? Okay, well, it don't make any sense. Looking for its owner. Okay, Vengeful Oni, the 3-mana 3/4 elemental. Pay a red, tap, discard a card, create a 4/4 green elemental creature token named Scavenging Commander. That's right. We just need to call things Commander to screw up everyone who's actually playing Commander. Where's your Commander? Well, here it is. It's a 4/4 creature. No, I mean your real Commander. The parents own you. Up until the age of 18, I suppose. Kind of pushed. Is it? 3-mana 3/4. It's got this activated ability to make a creature. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, it has summoning sickness. You do have to discard cards. It's probably, probably gives, it's like a good madness mechanic enabler. Yeah, we can call it doable. Very conditional print. Bingo alert, previous card player's a card. I'm not going to count that. That one wasn't even a real card. Sorry, it wasn't a real AI generated card. First pick common in draft. I can get behind that. Snap it up in draft. Although I have to be honest, if this is an AI generated draft, probably this is like one of the worst cards in the draft. Okay, next super chat. Coming from Captain Rumia. Thanks so much, Captain Rumia. First card of last stream was Graveyard Welcome Eater. First card of last stream was Graveyard Welcome. Thanks for letting me know. So I guess when we get that, we know we've reached the bottomless pit. We've reached the bottom of the bottomless pit of AI cards. Okay, Promise of Sword. This is a 2-mana equipment. Equip for 2. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. An equipped creature loses all abilities and has base power and toughness 3/3. And it's not still a land. Not that this was a land in the first place. Equipped for 2, so it gets +1/+1 as creature loses all abilities and has base power. So basically, we're just turning it into a 4/4 creature, if I understand this correctly. So we upgrade tokens, but we downgrade probably everything else. Cool card. It makes anything a 4/4 like Ornithopter. But they lose all their abilities. What? Why are we playing Ornithopter to strictly upgrade it by our Promise of Sword? What it's basically saying is, like, I admit, I'm just playing vanilla creatures around here. Equipped to a vehicle? You have to lose all abilities. Oh, I see. So it becomes a vehicle for forever? Oh, sorry about that. We're not done. We still got a little bit of a show left. Or yeah, Ornithopter will lose flying. The vehicle will also lose its vehicle ability, I suppose. It won't return back until... I actually don't know what happened. Will it return back until end of turn? Equip on enemy creatures? You're not allowed to, unfortunately. You can only equip to your own creatures. It's so stupid. You still spend 0 mana on it, so who cares if it has flying? No, it doesn't have flying though. It lost flying. Red Eye, we don't have any cards left. Thank you very much for the donation. I mean, I guess we'll go through a bunch more cards, but we're running out until we're running to the bottom of the barrel here. Removes downside from creatures, but with ETB, but with negative, leave the battlefield. There are cards that allow it, but it's really rare. I mean, it's a doable card. I don't know how legit the card is. It's totally fine. Okay, the Pixel Asylum is like 25 bingo squares filled before Nikachu can leave. Is it even possible? Was there a donate for bingo square? Not really. We're running out of cards. Okay, Vohal or the Sun. We have a choice. Vohal or the Sun. 5 mana for an instant. Oh, this is and it has flying. Okay, it's templated like a creature, but it's the card type is an instant. Creatures your opponents control get -1, -2, and lose all tapped lands they own. Butter the beasts of solitude magic of each start. Wood remains on their forges in Dinage. This card goes absolutely nowhere. Lose all tapped lands. It's hyper danger. Creatures your opponents control get -1, -2, and lose all tapped lands they control. No, so they lose all tapped lands they own. No, I think they lose. The way I'm reading it, it's like they're not going. They if they stole the land, they have to give it back. They lose all tapped lands they own. Oh no, that's the opposite. They lose. Oh, so we're actually stealing their cards. We're gonna divvy it up amongst everybody else. No, it's the other way around. They own and control them, but now they don't own them. This is like we're bringing Anti back. That's terrible. Nikachu streams butter my beast. Oh my god. Everyone's really excited about how it butters beasts around here. Your counterspell better have reach to deal with. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that's such a great comment. Yeah, if you we now have instants and sorceries with types that can only be interacted with if you have a card that equally has reach or flying. Oh, I'm sorry. Does your counterspell have flying? Well, then you can't counter it. I flew right over your counterspell. That's how it works around here. I'm sure there are creatures that are landowners, but they don't bring them to battle. Silly creatures, you don't own land. Vohal of the Hearthstone has the symbol in the chest. Oh, is that right? They swiped it from Hearthstone. The AI is now scraping data from other intellectual properties, other cards. This is a super no. Merciless, thank you. Merry Grinchmas. Thanks so much, Merciless. And with that donation, we'll take a look at another card. Okay, we got Avon Birios. This is an Agar enchantment. So it's a kindred enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw 2 cards. It's not bad. Add an amount of red equal the number of zombies you control. That could be really, really strong. That could be super strong. So even for a zombie deck, I think a lot of people would want to discard their zombies anyway, because you're just going to bring them back from the graveyard. And also, it's on. There are some blue zombies, so it's not too off color over here. And it's effectively draw 2 cards a turn at the beginning of your upkeep. So you're actually you're drawing 3 cards a turn at the beginning of your upkeep. You're handless. You have no card in hand. Bingo alert! Players a card. Creatures own. No. This is too forced. One with card draw. Yeah. Happy birthday, Red Eye. It says happy birthday or something somewhere. Oh, Red Eye. Yeah. Is it Red Eye's? Is it Red Eye's birthday? Where are you, Red Eye? I might have missed it in chat. If it is happy birthday. Agar sounds like a creature type that rivals the Atog. Yeah, exactly. It's the Agar zombies, you know? Zombies are blue-black, not sure about the red. The red is the discard. The blue is the card draw. That's how it works around here. So it's still on flavor. Imagine it's not Red Eye's birthday. Happy birthday, Red Eye. Happy birthday. Okay, Don11 says, honestly, I think this card would be kind of busted if there were more red zombies. But hey, just go with Grixis. This is very strong, but this is very, I think, one of the most doable cards that they've. Do you know what? Probably if this was printed, it'd be banned, because not only you get like a crap load of red mana from your zombies, but I think the fact that you can continuously draw 3 cards a turn just makes it above and beyond busted. That being said, it is not insanely broken. It's just broken. Okay, Red Eye. I guess the super chat's gonna fulfill the rest. We got to give you a super chat sound effect. It's gonna fulfill the rest of the show until we get to. Well, it's gonna be 5 cards, or until we catch something from last show. What the hell is this? Pretty interesting interaction. Path of... Oh, I think it's this card. Path of Acacian. Black, blue, 1 generic artifact. Tap, pay 1 life, sacrifice Pathification. It deals 3 damage to each opponent's opponents. Deals 3 damage to each opponent's opponents. So, okay. So here's the flow chart. So for each opponent, its opponents is dealt 3 damage. So I'm literally gonna deal 9 damage to myself, and then everyone else takes 6 damage. This is literally what this card is doing. Stop hitting yourself. Yeah, so for each of my opponents, I am always going to be the opponent for each of my opponents. So I take 9, everyone else takes 6. Yeah, 9 damage to myself around here. Multiple 3 more damage for more opponents. You know, you really might be sending your super chat to the death, Pixel Asylum. When we thought the last super chat was over, bam. So there's a serious chance we're gonna run out of cards. 10 in total because you pay 1 life too. Oh yeah, that's right. I paid 1 life. So you know what? You know where this might work? Some sort of burn-like deck where I'm getting my opponents down to a really low life total, but my life total might be pretty high. So I just need. This is like fair burn. It's where it reminds me of like Psionic Blast, where you deal 4 damage. Sorry, I think 2 damage to yourself to deal 4 damage to everyone else. In a way. Are super chats being sent to the rank now? I don't know. When we run out of cards, we're gonna find out. Okay, very cool. I think this card Zybers. I love it. Path of Occasion in the original EDH format where you could have as many opponents as you like. Well, you still can. No one said you can't invite a 5th, 6th, or 7th person over. Soul Forted Cadaver. Okay, Soul Forted Cadaver is a 3-mana enchantment. Then for 7 mana, the activated ability, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Then each player who died, chase a creature you control. Very easy. Easy disqualification. The dead people cannot chase my creatures. Each player who this is not a card. There are literally cards that say the player becomes the card or becomes like a 15, 16 creature. Is chasing a creature a new mechanic? No, I don't think so. I like the mechanics where they give you a new mechanic and then they even describe what it does in some sort of reminder text. Rule 0 in 100 player EDH. Your turns will be a day apart. Oh god. Yeah, 1 turn a day. That's it. It should be done through mail. Everyone should do it by email. Everyone's taking turns. Oh, that would be absolute chaos. OP card. MTG players running. It ain't happening. Okay, anyway. This is not a real card. It really doesn't do anything. The Graveyard Welcome Eater. Oh, we did that one. Okay. We're running out. What else? Okay, Vidence. We have the Vidence Explorer. Draw a card, you get quadruple energy. If you non-told creatures, you may pay -2 life. If you do, destroy up to 1 target opponent this turn. I think we did that one before as well. That's a rotation. That's the rotation end. Do we hit the end? We're at the bottom of the bucket here. The Aetherstone Adept. It deals X damage to any target. I think that's it. I warned you. I warned you. Run out of cards. Challenge accepted. I have run out of cards. But thank you so much for the donations. At the very least, I appreciate the support so that we just keep doing these crazy AI generated nonsense. All right. That's it for today's show. I ran out of stuff. Beautiful AI generated stuff. As usual, we do this show 3 p.m. Central Standard Time weekdays. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show by being here. People like Kano and Dot11. We got Steve Cooper, Armando, Damn Draws, Dylan, Mr. Fellblood, Mo. We got at AVG'd, Avged. We got Dinglebag. Who are Pedgeman, the Jaded, Toilet Duck, Hastat, Anna, the Pixel Asylum. Thanks so much for being here. Old Boy, Benjamin Berkeley, Dennis, Merciless, Steve Cooper. Another super chat being thrown into the abyss. Well, by Abyss, I mean my bank account. Who else do we have here? Tanex, Nightmare Incarnation, Abzo, Sacacious, Pabno, Michael Ing, Jesus. We got Leo Finn, Eve, Armando, Terrence. We got Alexander. We got the Joker. Because you guys are what makes the show every single week, every single day. Because you guys are the show. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing them coffees. Have a happy holiday, and I will see you at the next cup.